guys, welcome back to Astroways face reading. Last episode we talked about our nose and cheeks. We said you can't judge a person's wealth only on his nose, even though nose is our house of wealth. Still, you need to combine with your cheeks. We said what classes good nose? Smooth, straight, meaty, not too long, not too short, not too fat, not too skinny. Then you may ask, what do you mean straight? Straight when you look at a person on the front or on the side. It's both, front and side. But not many people have perfectly straight nose. What happens if your nose is not straight? It's okay. That's why today we're here to talk about different nose shapes. First one, Aqualine nose. Nose shape is like the beak of an eagle, bends down, very sharp tip, and massive wings. This type of nose are quite good at capturing and analyzing other people's thoughts. They can benefit you a lot if they see you as a good friend. Just don't offend them. They like being respected. Don't be their enemies. They would make sure you pay for your price. Second one is almost the same as the first one. The back of the nose bends down, but the tip of the nose, instead of going down, it's flat. It's called the arch nose. It's like an arch. These people are usually very responsible people, and because the nose is usually quite high up, they tend to have very strong self-esteem as well. They're not easy to surrender. Next one is also similar. It's called Roman nose. It's not a smooth arch bending down. It's more like a bump. It's called Roman noses because most Romans have this type of nose. Roman nose is like a level up version of arch nose. If the arch nose is not easy to surrender, then Roman nose is like never surrender. You see how big the Roman Empire once was? Roman nose people are attack type, and some may come across a bit aggressive. So if you have Roman nose, you're good to lead an army, and please watch out for your temper. Next one is similar to the first one, Aqualine nose, but without the arch back. It's a flat back. Nose with a sharp tip. It's called arrow nose. It's like an arrow. Arrow nose people like to have control over everything. They don't usually trust other people to do things for them. They like to get involved with everything. If you are a boss and you have an arrow nose, I bet you never fully trust your employees to do their work. You end up doing everything yourself. It's a compliment. Very responsible people. It's just sometimes you're doing too much and maybe too tired. Try to let go and trust other people. Next one. This one is upper part, the mountain root is quite low and flat, but the lower part is very meaty. Sometimes an extra meat on the tip. In Chinese, we have a name for this type of nose, which is called the second wife nose. Because in old age, people found that girls with this nose tend to have problems in marriage, like marrying the wrong person or a bad person. And to avoid it, it's better to marry someone who already lost their first wife. So bad things already happened, then it wouldn't happen again to them. Nowadays, marriage is not as simple as before. There are a lot of abnormal marriage options for us to choose, like marrying someone a lot older or younger than you, or someone from a totally different country, someone divorced, etc. The good thing about this type of nose is usually they tend to have successful children, although we can't judge children based on only the nose. But meaty nose tip means the person is very kind. He's not likely to harm others. Next one is similar to the second wife nose, very low mountain root, but the nose tip, instead of going out, it goes up. It's called baby nose. It looks like a little kid's nose. In English, sometimes it's called celestial nose. Small and slightly going up. People with this nose, their personality would tend to be like a kiddo as well. Very innocent and curious about everything. But same as second wife nose, because the mountain root is low, These people are usually lack of confidence. They seek for security like kids. It's best for them to marry someone a lot older than them, or someone can provide security for them. Next one is called camel nose. It's like a combination of a Roman nose and second wife nose. It pokes out both on top and bottom, which is like the back of a camel. People with this nose got both Roman characters and second wife characters, strong-minded, and it's also better to have abnormal relationships. Next one is Jewish nose. Here is our famous Warren Buffett. He's not Jewish, but he has a Jewish nose. Like I mentioned in our last episode, Jewish nose is a type of typical meaty nose with a huge block of meat on the tip and wide wings. You don't see their nostrils when you look at them on the front. They're very good at doing business. The natural moneymaker. Not only know how to save up, but also know how to generate more. Next one is the opposite of a Jewish nose. All you see is the massive nostrils. It's similar to a baby nose, but it doesn't have to be small, and the mountain root doesn't have to be low and flat. It's just very big nostrils. Not only big, but exposed like a pig. Nostrils is how good you can keep your money, how stingy you are. If you can't see your nostrils, then you're more careful with your money. If your nostrils are massively exposed and going up, that means you can't really keep your money very well. You're almost too generous. You give things away for free without thinking. It's very hard for you to save up. Although most of the time people being rich is not because they know how to save up, it's because they know how to invest. So if you have pig nose, it doesn't mean you're poor, because maybe you earn a lot and spend a lot as well. Next one, Greek nose. It looks exactly like those ancient Greek sculpture, straight and sharp. It's considered as a perfect nose shape. A perfect nose shape comes with a perfect personality. People with Greek nose tend to be quite OCD, wants everything to be perfect, quite organized and logical, calm and good at analyzing. These people are very good at work and very rational. Sometimes it feels like they are quite cold and lonely. Last one is similar as Greek nose, straight and sharp, but all the way up to your yinyang. It's like a straight line connecting yinyang and nose. There's no dip or anything. This type of nose is very rare. Who has this type of nose? Venus. In fact, Venus' nose is not only connected with the yinyang, it reaches all the way to the forehead. It's amazing. This is goddess nose. Very successful, very noble. This is the best nose, very rare. But if you have it, congratulations. You're bound to be a very successful person. Nose is all about our self-esteem. The bigger your nose is, the more confident you are. Too big, you'll be full of yourself. Too small, you lack of confidence. Nose is also related to how flexible you are as a person. Small nose people can adapt to new environments quicker than the big nose people, because they're easier to compromise. While big nose people usually they prefer others listen to them. Girls' nose can represent their husband and marriage life, while guys' nose represents their career. Okay, so we talked about 11 types of nose, but of course, everyone has a different nose. Some nose can't just be one type, it can be a combination of 2 or 3 different types. And also don't forget to check your cheekbones, like we said in the last episode. Don't only look at your nose. However, we still haven't done with the nose yet. We've learned the nose shape on the side face, but we haven't learned the front face. Some people have triangle nose, some people have upside down triangle, some noses are bended. And what about the wrinkles? We haven't talked about the colors yet. So I think we need another episode of nose. Just stay with me. Again, if you want to have your personal face reading with me, you can email me at astroways.info astroways@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook at Astroways. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about metaphysics, please subscribe my channel and I'll keep you updated.